Well, good evening. Here we go into another little session on the Craftworld Empyrion server. So, how's your day been? Here we go. Oops. Into another little session. Need to turn my audio off. There we are. I don't want to keep hearing myself. Never mind, day. Right, so let's load up into the game. And I must admit, I have been in, had a little check over everything. Made a little adjustment, put to the base. I've put up some solar panels, and then it was time for something to eat. So rather than come in, I thought I'd go off. Right, so as you can see there's our solar defense tower here. All the guns are all neatly sticking upwards. They've had no drones whatsoever. But what I have done, for a start, there's some more screens there which to do with prices. But here we now have a solar farm. Now, anything you see on the Craftworld server is, of course, different from normal. That's 30 solar panels there. So the normal standard maximum you can have is 16. I've got 32, 15, so I've got 30. And so that's now, with the base, it's producing plenty of power, far more than we need. And the idea, of course, is to ensure that we are solar powered as much as possible. To ensure that, because what happened was that the base was left yesterday, and unfortunately there was no. Have we got? See, we're not showing any connections to this at the moment, but it doesn't matter, even though the little lamps aren't on. The statistics say that the output is 2.2 megawatts, so that's lovely. We're using half of that, which means our batteries are filling up, and I've got 2. And you can have as many as you like of batteries. So if we're going to do that, I might well just put another couple of these down, because that would be great. Oh, I see. Again, things have decided to sink into the base. And be through the concrete floor. Wonderful, and that's about the size of it. So let's see how many we've got on. We've got 12 on today. So there we are. Right. Okay. So it's mining, always mining. I've got auto miners out. Now, did Stonefeather put auto miners out? He's found them and he's placed them, but of course I've got no idea where he's placed them, because whilst the auto miners I've put out, I know where they are, because here we are, they show on my map. I've got absolutely no idea where he's been and put down a whole load of auto miners. You know, he could have been anywhere to put them, and they don't show up. His auto miners he will have placed will not show up on my map, which is a bit of a shame. They were good. I got there to find they were full of ore, so they were nice. I've run out of a deposit up here. The silicon one was, it says 40%. I couldn't see any in the ground, so the auto miner got moved, and I'm doing 2 coppers up here. So there's a couple of copper up here. That iron's still going, although it's down to 10%, so we probably want to move that. And go and pick that auto miner up, possibly. Because there's a very large silicon, so we can go and get some silicon here, because silicon is always good stuff to have as well. So our furnaces are turned off at the moment because there's nothing to do. We've got our auto miner and everything on. We want to take our raws, cargo speedster with us so that we can load that up, because we might as... Do we? No, we don't, because there's more than enough room actually on the mining machine. Now I'm not sure. I've just modified this mining machine to reflect the or to allow me to bring the new cylinder miner on board. So we've got a nice smooth deck here. There it is. So now we'll just use the CV to go around the planet. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Oh, so let's turn that on. How much power have I got? Yes, 171, that's fine. Let's just check the status of the fuel. Fill it up because we're going to be using that. External view. Oh, I need to put the ramps up. So that brings the ramps up. That back ramp is new because I replaced everything, so it needs to be moved up into ramps. Add to group ramp. Okay. So let's look at the signal logic. That one doesn't have anything. That is ramp, follow, and invert. So we need to say ramp, follow, and invert, like that. And now, if I now go back to main, which we won't be able to see too easy, but if I double click that, we can see the ramps folding away. Okay, so now let's turn the thrusters and RCS is on, power's on, turrets are on, so that we've got that. We've got 1500 rounds with us. Let's go. Let's go over to our auto miner for iron and just check how that's getting along. Actually, I've got sentry guns on this, so devices, advanced constructor. Will it make? Yeah, I could do that. So let's make some projectile weapon ammunition. Let's make 10 of that, 20 of that. P. I'll do it in the main. There's no projectile rifle round, so I'll fill that, and it's got some. So it will start banging away in a bit, but that's fine. There's our auto miner. It's still going round, actually. No, it's not going round anymore, so we can go down and pick that up now. So that is now, it's not out of fuel, but it's off, no source material. So we can turn this off, we can take all of this out of here. We do unfortunately lose one fusion cells worth, so we can Shift F, pick it up. Cannot faction, other faction. What do you mean other faction? Oh, brilliant. Right, so that is great. Right, so you can see why I can no longer... so I've lost an auto miner now. I might have to go and talk to the devs to get them to do that. Stand by, let's go and talk to them. See if there's ADR. Let's go to talk to ADR. Channel switched. Hello, ADR.
Hello.
Hello. I've got a little problem. Hello.
Okay.
I've got a little problem. I'm at an auto miner, what I own, and it now says that it belongs to another faction. Having just accessed it to take everything off, I ticked allow faction. I unticked allow faction access, and then no longer could I access the thing to pick it up.
Yes.
But why are you trying to access somebody else's factions?
I could access it beforehand. So
how do we know you're telling the truth? That's the problem.
Because go and watch my bloody stream. That's all you've got to do.
Can you are you on Opibus or are you somewhere else?
Opibus.
Can you give me a waypoint, please? Marker. Coordinates even.
Coordinates negative 11094.
11094. Yeah.
5978. Mm-hmm.
I am en route.
There you go. Stupid thing.
Bum, 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 bum.
A high-speed god mode. Whee! You know, I just emptied the thing out because it's no longer ironing, cause it depleted enough so that it won't be doing. I think what's happened is somebody else, judging by the hole in the ground, somebody's come along and gone, "Oh, you're auto mining, are you? Haha. We'll just nick all the ore whilst your auto miner's there."
That's just cheeky, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Although I think we may have auto miners set to deplete.
You do, but the point is, there's a sodding great hole in the ground that wasn't here before.
D3, oh, the faction. Right, so you just basically want the mining device back.
Yes, please.
Well, she's really saying she wants to steal this auto miner.
Could you move your ship a bit? It's possibly interfering with my debug info thing.
No, bag, I'm not. If you were watching my stream, you would see that I had already been there and emptied out all the fusion cells that were in it.
Okay, randomly, it doesn't show up as a... Oh, strands. Oop.
Can't you pick it up as a god mode thing?
Nope.
Seriously?
Yep. Unless you know the right command, but it's not letting me F it.
Oh. Has it got an end?
No, it's not showing up on DI, and I'm struggling to see it on in the ents list.
I don't know if auto miners show up on the ents list, do they?
Right. Concrete.
Are you seeing any auto miners on the entity list?
No. Would you like to where are you in your ship? Whereabouts in your ship are you?
In my control room.
I'll find a control room. Bear with me.
Just come up. Just come up the ladder. Well, I'm out. I'm on a bit back platform now.
I'm AFK for 20 minutes, press convert to talk.
Right.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, there's 6 there. Could you please destroy 5 of them?
Oh yes, I will. You can watch the stream to see that I do that. Right, the stream has seen me throw 5 in the trash. Debug killing it.
Not debug killing it, trying to get a normal one, but...
Yeah, it's completely buggered, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I was able to access. If I hadn't have turned it off faction, I just undid the faction. Oh, you got it! Yay! It's blown up. Right.
Oh, bye then.
What's that?
Well, no, I was just turning around to say goodbye, and you were just flying off into the distance.
Yeah, that's right. Bye bye. Thank you very much. Well, I thought you'd be god moding, speeding your way back to where you were.
I know. I just want to say hello. Bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.
No, you go first. No, you go first. No, you go first.
I'm not playing that game. Look, this is not a game of you go first, you know. Right, silicon very
In
large.
case anyone was wondering if she was telling the truth, I happen to be lurking her stream now. She was.
We just mess with
I
her.
would never call Miss Box's integrity into doubt because I value my life.
He's such a wise man.
Duly noted for future reference.
Yes, it's well worth it.
Admin stuff off. Done. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Oh,
Would you do me a favour, please, Miss Box?
Hey, thank you, Bud Junior. Bug Junior.
Do I see the stream very well?
Yeah, he's just followed me.
Just because I've popped up on your screen. Would you drop Ulfrin a note on the forums and just let him know that you had an issue with an auto miner faction and I sorted it the old-fashioned way?
Yeah. Okay, will do.
Thank you so much.
Is now.
Well,
Is there all? Oh, there's ore down there. Look, look, look. Hello, ore.
Right, yeah, you nicked all of the bloody... I was making laser rifle rounds for both of us, you know.
So if we just do that to there, and we
No, I
do
put the
that,
rest in the box.
allow
I put
faction
the rest of the
access,
box in the munitions.
hit it,
Later.
start
I
work.
forgive
I
you.
took two. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's 100% source quality silicon. Lovely. Every 10 seconds.
Right, I had water on me for a reason, didn't I? Yes.
So there we go. We got silicon on us. Right, now let's Foxtrot Oscar.
Back to your channel, woman.
Oh yeah, I will do. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
Channel switched.
So having been properly kicked out of my channel, let's where should we go? Do you know, looking at the map, an awful lot of the southern hemisphere is yet to be discovered, and there's a whole load of deposits down there to go and do. So I think we'll make this an on-planet evening. I won't be able to stream for too long tonight, but nevertheless, let's make it an on-planet, and we'll go south. It's a long way down there, so let's take the quick way, as it's a spacecraft. We can do that. Let's take off and go round the planet. And we're heading south at the moment, which will do fine. We'll get down towards the South Pole and we'll then have a little look. Here we go, out into space. Let's hit cruise control and just do that. And just no, come out of the atmosphere. Thank you very much. Let's just cruise along here until we get to see the South Pole. Come out of the atmosphere, will you, for God's sake? Goodness sake. And do that until we start to see some snowy bits. And let's go a bit of distance, because it's a nice large planet, you know. And there's an awful lot of deposits knocking about, so it makes sense for us to go and have a look at some of these other ones. So where are we now? I tell you what, that looks pretty good. Looks like we've drifted quite a way. There's Pole, so let's go in. Let's go in about here and see what we shall see. Right, okay, so let's level off. Put the auto brake back on. Have a look at the map. Oh yes, you see, so start having a little look around here. We've shortcut quite a bit. We need to come down. And then we shall see what we should see. This being the planet being on a 15-degree tilt, this area doesn't actually get that much. Certainly by the South Pole, doesn't get that much daylight. Right, so there's something to the east, which of course is not surprising. Let's have a look at what we got. Guns are banging away like fury. No, it's gone south to us now. Let's get down there. It's gone southeast. There we go. We've got a copper deposit there. Oh, the drains will take care of that. The guns will take care of that. Then let's come above them, and then right. Open up, boys. One, and then the other one. Two. Right, so they're dealt with. We've got a nice copper deposit. Not really worried about copper. It's iron and silicon. Well, actually, we had quite a nice bit of iron, so actually wouldn't mind a nice silicon deposit. Small? Small? All right, we're in between two now. So let's have a little look at both of them. Medium copper deposits. Let's go east again, because that's where we were. We were finding stuff. It looks like it's that sort of way. Oh no, it's all round us. So there's something to the southeast and then something to the northeast. We're not that far away because we're that's a silicon deposit medium. Copper deposit very large. Whoa, okay. Let me just come up here, and that's one down. That's a large minigun drone. Deal with it, boys. There it is. Consider it dealt with. Let's come down. Oh, look, there's a POI there. You see that? POI right there in the crosshairs. And that's what that's talking about. So let's deal with all these things up here, because there looks to be drones all over the yin-yang here. I should think our ammo box could do with some more of those in there. And then we can deal with these drones. Or the guns can, anyway. Kill with fire, right, okay. So we've taken a lot of drones out there. I don't want to go. Alright, there's another deposit and more drones. Oh, that's quite high up, that drone. Kill with fire, kill the plasma drone. And come on, die already. Thank you. So that's iron. And that's very large. Well, we're not actually after large. I really want some. I want very large in terms of. I tell you what, you know, I think I better go under here and ask it to make another 1,000 rounds of ammunition. Because the way this is going to is cruising through ammunition. I better get it to make that and make some other stuff while we're at it. Where was that PI? It was over there. Well, in this case, I know that the resources for Sathium are on asteroids, so I know to go asteroid mining. That's how I know what to do or where to go, so to speak. There's that POI over there, so we will avoid that. Because I'm not going to go anywhere near that. Well, bit of luck, I'm not going anywhere near it. Put on the night vision so I can see what's going on. Iron deposit. Nothing else coming up on the thing. Let's have a little look at the map. You can see the areas we're undercutting. This was, you know, quite a resource find. We should come further south a bit, I think. It was the POI that scared me off to go further north, you see. Because this isn't a ship for POI, dealing with POIs, not in any way straight. That's copper. Where was the copper? An iron deposit. Yeah. Right, so here we are. We're on the edge of the tundra in the south. Right, within a kilometre we have another something on the radar, due east. Roughly speaking. An iron deposit. Oh, it's very iron rich down here, it seems. And there's another POI just there. That's 3 kilometres away. So we should be... yes, you do. So what you do, and the thing you missed is you have an SV with warp capable. And if you have a warp capable SV, then you go out and you hand mine. You need to wind back a little bit in this series on the playlist. Probably to the second one, and I think you'll find in there. You've got to go onto YouTube, by the way. Big Bang. If you go and look me up on YouTube. Whoa, POI, bad news. That doesn't look good. It's got to shoot me at bang fires on the top, so I'm going to run away. So if you go back to, I think, the number 1, number 2 in the playlist, you'll see the craft I've got and how I do it. The craft I use is by Trig. It's called the Utility Vehicle SS10, so it is available to you at level 10. It allows you then, that of course is non-warp capable, but it allows you to get off planet to go mine asteroids. If you need to warp to anywhere, and usually you've got that capability to warp, then what you do is you once you've got some cobalt, which you usually will get from in a vanilla game from the moon, for instance. What just came up there? More iron. We're discovering lots of iron. We haven't discovered any silicon down here of any quantity, let's put it that way. You'll be able to, so with the with that, then you'll be able to warp to somewhere, a nearby planet where you'll probably start to get Sathium and neodymium, which are basically the next stage up. So they're not the exotics, they're the rares but not exotics. What did I just discover? I discovered yet more iron, which is quite surprising. There's a lot of iron down here. Not unhappy about that, because it's going to the mine. There is something to the north, mind you. So let's have a look. Silicon, very large. Yay! That's exactly what I want. What's that? Silicon, very large. There's 2 very large silicon deposits here. Excellent. Right, so it's time to get the tubular miner out and to take these out. So I think we'll just settle down here. And you can see the guns are now going to take out all these predators for me. Well, it would be nice if they would, let's put it that way. So that should allow me to settle down here. And hey, welcome, Big Bang. I mean, there you'll see the playthrough, and you'll be able to obviously. Good lord, have I run out of bullets already? Yeah. Wow, I think is the phrase. There's a P, let's put the ramps down. And then yeah. Actually what I ought to do is to let's go and collect some vegetables, really. Let's get the gun ready. Oh, I haven't got any projectile ammo myself either. Before I go off, let me just grab 500 for myself. The ship should now keep the area clear for me. I don't know if these things provide meat. Yes, they do. Oh, well, I might as well have that before, because it's just disappeared. Okay, so that's good, because all of a sudden, the suit constructor is always with you and always viable. So never forget the suit constructor as actually being something worth having. I'm just wanting to just grab a couple of fruit, vegetables, as it were, just so that I can make just a couple of little bits of food for myself. Okay. P devices, advanced constructor. Back to ammo box. Put that in there. I'll put 1500 in here, which is what I want. So main, it only needs 50 nil, so 50. That's got that. We've got plenty of power on board. So let's lift off. Let's come outside. Come off the ship. Right. So there we're going to there. We'll lose the. We'll lose that. Oh, look at that, lovely. Oh, look at that. So we'll just back off a bit. And then we'll just go down. Set the right height about there. And we start tunneling. And away we go in the Monty Special. We should be able to just come into here and just start seeing our way to ore. There's ore there in front of us. We'll just turn this around so there's some space as we go into the hole. Whoa, there's lots of ore here. And we'll just quietly take this out here. I know we're going to generate a lot of crushed stone, but if you recall, crushed stone is good. I can do something with crushed stone. I will know I need to make armoured concrete. That is a thing that needs to be made, just because I've got customers for armoured concrete. I need to make sure the hole's big enough for me to fly down. And then we can just start drilling here and take this little lot out. Right, actually, excuse me, I need to fill my ciggy up. Whoop. So look, there's that nice lump of silicon there. Object here, we're gonna clear this silicon silicon node right out to give us a nice lot of ore to take home and process. We've got quite a nice lot of iron back home, but I can just quietly take out one of each type of node and not be too worried. That will be more than it'll be very nice. It just depends on how much we get out of this. So here we go. Get that out, okay. This is doing the hover miner thing. It can't help it. It's a hover miner. It's a lot more stable than most devices you find. That is for sure. That's very, very, for sure. It's a lot more stable a device than most hover miners I've driven. Although it's having a bit of a shimmy shake here. Seems to be doing a very nice job of, you know, considering the problems that are faced, that designers face with trying to design their ships. Monty's done a really good job on this. Something that's really good is the colour of the, if I turn the lights off, you can really see the nodes. Now, we haven't been to a lava planet with this yet, but I can really imagine that on a lava planet where it's very bright yellow and it's very difficult to actually see the colours of the ores against the bright yellow of the glowing lava that you're actually working your way through. So you've only got a small window to look out of. So this will be very, very useful indeed. Okay, hang on, stop falling about. There we are. Let's have some more nodes, please. Okay. I'm busy just making my way. Come on, round we go. But so you get this nice area of that is not illuminated, so you can see these faint outlines of the ores even in a very bright environment. So I'm looking forward to actually trying this on the on Lavas, which is the node for promethium and magnesium. Although right now I don't have a huge need for magnesium. There is a need. I brought some back from my last trip, and that will be used, you know, to make flak shells. So people want to buy flak shells from me soon. And also, let's get rid of that. There we are. Charge that down. Let's get rid of all these. Create some space above. Running out of rock to drill, so when it's sparkly on the end, you know you're running out of rock to drill. Yeah, these are quite nice pops, these are. Less than 10% ores left, so you know we've done a pretty good job of getting rid of this ore here, and so far I haven't seen anything else. So alright, you can see some of these. This is where we've come in, so let's make our way back. Ourselves a bit more ride height. We're hung up on something, which is what's stopping us moving. But there we are. We're in the ground, out the ground now. Right. So that wasn't bad. We're looking box number 1 in harvest. I should think harvest. Yeah. So box number 1. That's quite a nice amount of silicon, a reasonable amount of crushed stone too. So let's go and take out this one, because this is close by and it'd be silly not to take this out while we're here. look at it from above as we approach it. And there you can see the ores there. So let's just drill in from here. And down we go. Yeah, I know I've got auto miners out there because you probably saw that. They're, if you like, they're a dribble, they're a trickle. They don't really produce the sort of quantity that I can go after with an with a dedicated drilling machine. With a dedicated drilling machine, we can really get some ore coming in, So, which is what we're doing. Yeah, come on. Back. We're at the right sort of height for drilling, that's for sure. Take that out and then get around here and start taking out some of these nodes that are to the side, making our cavity in which to drill. Get up close and personal to it. There's still one on the left hand side, you can probably see. Yeah. Well, it wasn't a big one, but it matter, it'll count. It all count, even the little 10 ore, that's 20 ingots. It's not going to come, oh that's tiny, that is. But it's still coming out here. Less than 10% ore left. It looks like we can... Oh, there we are. Look, there's a bit up in the roof and a little bit to the right hand side. It's a bit down there. You which is now gone, and then there's a little tiny bit up in the roof. Let's just take it out there. There we go. That was pretty good, wasn't it? And so there we have it. Oops, we can find our way out of here now. You think it's here? No, I don't think it is. Oh, there's another piece up there. Give myself some space here, I'm getting quite claustrophobic. There it is. Right, well I think that's about it. We're going to come out of the ground here. Which we can just do by pointing up and then going for it. It's hung up on something, come on. It's hung up on a bit of rock of some kind. Ah, but not anymore. Voila! So we're out the ground, and there's our ship. So that actually pretty damn good. Got a medium-sized iron deposit there, small, large. Let's go and take the iron. Might as well. It'd be silly not to while here. Yeah, another way of doing it is just to create a large cavity like this in this way. Bit of rock left on the surface then. You can just quietly create yourself quite a nice little pit like this, and then just go round and round, and this is another way of doing it. So you're basically making a quarry. It depends on how big your deposit is. How deep it is, but you can just mine round in a circle till you've got all your stuff. Now we're going to have to go into a particular direction here, but you can see that the what we have got is we haven't got a nice smooth easy floor, and when you're mining this stuff out, you know, like this. You want actually is a nice smooth floor, ideally. So you just make yourself a cavity like this till you got to 20 meters, which is your range, and then you move forward and you start again. see there's just there's the little tiny knobs that stick up that can make all the difference to your mining experience. While you're just taking it out, you might as well just ensure you can get out of, get the best out of it. I think we've pretty well satisfied ourselves that everything now exists to our right. To our left, rather, should I say. And that, I would suggest, oh, it's 10% ore left. Let's turn the lights off, see if we can see any more ore. Oh. If there is, I don't think that's going to be worth chasing. So we'll leave it at that. And out we go. And we'll have to probably cut our way out of here. Which is easy enough, just put a little groove and away you go. Right. Have something to eat. There's little vegetables. Always, people, and I do guilty of this too. I forget after a while in the game that suit constructor is a thing. It's really very useful. Right, so where is the ship? What have I done with the ship? Ah, okay, I'm heading the right way. Alright. No, I'm not heading the right way at all. It's round to that way. North sort of east. Oh no, not again. You get this in the game where you get a piece of these trees and there's always this bit of dead wood that does it. And you glitch into it. So if you look at it, that tree has glitched into the ship. And there's nothing I can do about this. Except equip a shotgun. Now I've got the shotgun. I have to come out with the shotgun. And that's loaded, and I have to go. Blimey. Right, now I got the wood. That's cut the tree down that was in the way, and now the ship's free. Am I going the right way towards my own ship? Yeah, kind of. It's over there. Oh, there it is. So now we can just rotate gently around and lock on, and there we go. Is he dead? Yes, he's dead, alright. Go. There's a couple of them that are dead. So we take that and take that. And of course, they haven't got a cooker on the ship. What I do have, of course, is I have a cooker in the form of a mobile constructor on here. I can just pop it in the constructor, do that, and say, a couple of nice juicy steaks, please, medium rare. And one of the vegetables went off there, I think. So look, we need to go into my suit constructor and use those vegetables up to make another one before they go off. There we go. Right, so 2 juicy steaks, 1 and 2, and I'm full up. Very nicely full up. Excellent. Right, so let's do that. Open sesame and into the control C we go. Have an external view. Oh, let's bring the ramps up. There they go. And that's very nice. Let's head for home. So that's that way, and we'll climb up. We're flying directly into the sun. Whoa! Always worth remembering to carry power with you. I forgot we'd run out. The trouble with CVs in planets, they tend to use a lot of fuel. Right, okay, so we're just coming up into orbit. I'll climb into orbit. There we are. Just heading that way towards the sun. Now we can cruise, and the power usage is a lot smaller. So where's the sun away? It's there. It'll be here. We're drifting up quite high out of orbit now, but we'll get some forward thrust on. Trick is getting out in as high enough so that you're not too shrouded by the upper atmosphere clouds. And you have a nice clear view down onto the planet below. I can see the asteroid ring around the edge. Oh, but I can go, and I could circumnavigate that to find the asteroids out here. That might not be a bad idea. Good for food. Tell you what, let's do that. Let's go and find our asteroids that exist out here. Because out here, if we look at the map, we've got iron, silicon, copper, and cobalt. Well, I got cobalt, but it would be worth actually just mapping this ring out, to be honest. Let's have a little look, see if we can find the asteroids that are out here. I don't know, I haven't been told how many there are in these. In the asteroid fields, I know there's 20 in each one, but I don't know how many asteroids there exist in orbit around the planet. There we go. Drifting onwards and inwards. And so we know where we are, we'll waypoint where we are. That's beginning of the search pattern, you see, so I know that'll be marked on the screen. I hope it is. Waypoint, remove. No, let's just waypoint it, otherwise it removes it on my approach, even though I'm departing. Now, I now know when I get all the way around, I'll be able to see that marker. Now I've done a run round the asteroids. Oh, look, POI. That'd be worth keeping 3 kilometers away from. Oh, I know that POI. Yes, it's the abandoned freighter. That's a good POI. That one. It's hard work, but that would be fun to come and do. That I think is. I tell you what we'll do. Let's just orientate ourselves. Come down because I can perhaps approach this behind an asteroid. There we are. You see. Derelict ship. So let's mark that. Because that, where it is a good POI. There's lots of loot in that. That was, and it's fun. It's some difficult stuff, so it might be nice to come up with some somebody else, and we just have a go at that POI. I recognise it. So nothing's come up as yet. Looking for potentially a little white arrow on the side of the screen if I've missed it.
User joined your channel.
Hello.
Hello, hey Elian, how are you?
Hey ho, we're doing great.
Good, good.
Yes, we're building up stuff.
Oh, right, excellent.
Yeah, we finally got resources.
Oh,
Well-
right, you bought some ingots, did you?
Yes.
Yeah, well, there you go, good.
But I would actually... Oh, excuse me. I would actually order turrets and ammunition from you.
Oh,
If that's alright.
look at that. Look at that. Are you looking at the looking at
I'm opening it up right now.
I wonder why I was using a lot of power. But the derelict ships are here. Oh, wow. This is excellent. Excellent to see. These are all derelict ships. Just a CV graveyard. And they're all coreless, but they're all destroyed. And if you're properly equipped, okay, you just have to take the core out inside the ship, and then you can multi-tool them.
Yeah, what did they do there?
You find that in the vanilla game.
Yeah?
Yeah. This in orbit is a new thing, so they've kept the sort of, if you like, the vanilla orbit settings, because they've got the vanilla game POI, the derelict ship, which is it's one of the mining ships. Was designed by somebody which had a ring as the central part of the ship, and there were 4 mining stations around this ring. Pointing down, so somebody would pilot the ship onto an asteroid, and the people in there would then just have four mining lasers to sit in and just nom the asteroid.
Yeah.
But I'm going round our own asteroid ring, which apparently has asteroids of iron, silicon, cobalt, and copper present. But as yet, I've been round and not found anything. So they could be clustered together. But I found the CV the CV graveyard. So I thought I'd have just a little drift around in space and see what was what. See if I would see these alleged asteroids that are in the field. Right, so what is it you're after then?
Ammunition and turrets
Okay.
for base for now. The thing is, since we are limited to the vanilla rules,
Yeah.
on the turrets, we will not need so many turrets.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. You need some the number you can put up plus some spares if you need to replace them as they're attacking.
Yeah. So
Which is good because it means they can deliver them a lot more quickly, and you don't spend nearly as much money on the acquisition either.
So I was thinking about a row of the cannon and minigun, or actually of pretty every turret, yeah. Not artillery.
Not artillery.
No. But like a row of all base turrets, minigun, cannon, rocket, flak,
with the
and
exception of
plasma.
yeah, but no, but with the exception of artillery.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because yeah, you can only place one artillery. I think yes, only one artillery.
Yeah.
And yeah, that we will produce ourselves.
Yeah, it's that's 48 of each type then.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm actually not sure if they changed some stack sizes, but if the stack size is still 6, then yes.
Yeah, so far I think it is 6.
Yeah. Cannons and miniguns are for sure.
Yeah.
And the next thing I actually have to do my quick math here.
Oh, did you put your you know your guard greenhouse with the water generator thing? Have you put that up as a on your workshop?
10 seconds, yes.
Okay. Well, we're flying around this asteroid belt, and we really haven't seen any asteroids here. We did pass awfully close to one asteroid. It was just like hardly a fag paper between my ship and the asteroid as we went past.
Yeah, they're published now.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. We also gonna need half a box of the 15mm, 30mm, and the projectile rifle rounds.
Half box of each, right? Okay.
Yeah. I'm starting low this time because I'm really not sure how much we're gonna need.
Yeah, sure. Let's put half each proj 15mm and 30mm. Right, okay.
Yeah, make it also half a box of flak shells for the base.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's say 2 rows of the 155 for the rocket turrets and
Plasma.
Plasma charges, yeah.
Yeah, two rows of ammunition for each of the turret types.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I guess soon we will.
Okay.
We will order some vehicles from you. Next order might be tanks and SVs and stuff like that.
Right.
By the way, motors and fusion cells I would order. Yeah, as much as you have.
Okay, well I've just this afternoon I doubled my fusion cell capacity. So tomorrow I will be able to increase it again, perhaps double it again.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Somebody got hurt.
Yes, it's an ambulance. Yes, I'm expecting to double the capacity again tomorrow of fusion cell manufacture.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, we still have to produce most of it ourselves. and I don't like that.
What, fusion cells?
Yes.
Well, you can't stay lean and mean if you've got a big production facility, can you?
Yeah. Yeah, I actually thought about bringing in my big production CV.
Yeah.
But we cannot make it core, and we have a safe spot for the core mechanic, which we have on the server right now, so I'm like, doesn't matter.
Well, I would say, having flown all the way around this asteroid ring, that there are no asteroids in the asteroid belt.
That's bad news for both of us.
Well, there's no local asteroids, despite what was advertised.
I thought in the asteroid fields you mean around your planet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it says there's asteroids of each type in up here in Cobalt, because we don't have a moon.
Yeah. Huh.
So no, there are no asteroids. Well, let's oh, hang on a minute. Is that our base area? No. It looks like our base area there. Right there. Get ready for re-entry. Entry procedure engaged. There we go. Not bad.
If you have time later, I would publish a ship of mine to you, my factory ship, the CV.
Okay.
And or if you can just give me your price list, but I would actually love to have a price on the ship.
Pretty well. All right. I'm sticking with the prices from the wool server.
Okay.
So that makes it easy. You can know the prices.
Okay, yes.
And
I have the price list still from the wool, so
yeah. The reason I'm doing that is because I've been assured that when you've run out of gold, that the gold deposits will be regenerated.
Yeah. No, we solved the gold problem. We found something very special.
Eh?
Yes, and we solved the gold problem now. So it's not insane farming, but it's still farming, but it's not insane farming anymore.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
But yeah, we can the wolf prices should work, I think.
Okay, well they're going to have to.
Yeah.
They're going to have to. Right, so let's open the cargo boxes. Cargo box number 1. Take. That's it.
Okay. Oh, I just had a genius idea.
Where's that?
Oh, I was just always thinking like, I have enough space in my hangar for a tank, and the SV takes the same space. And I just could not get. I just did not know how to place all my vehicles in the hangar. But I'm actually now, yeah, not stupid anymore, and I saw that my hangar is high enough so I can stack them above each other and just put in an elevator to the SVs on top.
Okay.
Yes, I was just stupid.
Right, so number 1, then number 2. And that's it. Right. Right, doing this exactly the way it should be done, which is take the little speedster over to the thing to unload it. Okay, so here we go. Iron and iron. And that's the only iron we got. So that goes in. No, that goes in there like that. And we start the process off again. Here we go again. Queue it all up. Voila. And we take the silicon. And we go into the silicon constructor and we queue that up to make silicon ingots until the cows come home. And once we get all this, then we can start the production system running. Right, so that's now queued up to make a heck of a lot of silicon in here. Right, so that's not full of silicon. That would be a cargo box of silicon, but we didn't have that much. We've got a lot of crushed stone. So that and some steel plates. Which I don't know how many we've got. 310 already. So we'll just wait before we let that one go. Get a stack of plates. Right, let's get, where's my ingot machine? Here it is. Let's get a stack of that, 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 a stack of that. And a stack of that. So I've got one stack of each, which I'll now put in there at 7. Why have I only got 7? Oh, because it will have filled one up. Right, that's jolly good. So what we do is we select base, we select weapons. So we want a stack of those. Hang on, a row of each turret. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A row of each turrets. Okay. I'll take those then. Nobody else seems to want them. And then we come down to here. So that's flak being done. Rockets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh yes, I see everything.
You see everything? What?
Turrets.
Yeah, you can see turrets are now in process.
Nice. So, thank you very much, Miss Box. I'm getting poked. I have to move again.
Okay.
And yes, always just oh, by the way, what do you think? Tomorrow you at afternoon you're online.
No,
Have it ready?
no, because I'm working tomorrow.
Okay.
So I will get much going as I can tonight, and then we'll see where we are.
Sure. You will be online then in the evening later.
Yes, should be on in the evening.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
Alrighty. See you
All right.
later.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
User left your channel.
Right. So now we can do. That's 15mm. That's 30mm. That's projectile. Yeah. That's flak. And he wants a half box of each, half box of flak, half box of those. Right, so that's projection ammo, flak. We need to do that. We just come down to here to flak, so we can one. That's going to produce 20, so we'll leave. We did that running on that for the moment. There should be enough magnesium there for that. If not, we will just go. Iron's needed. Okay, iron's needed for that because it ran out of iron. We'll just make what we want because any surplus can just go into my dark tower to be stored. So in essence, he wants a half box of everything, and that is a half box is exactly the entire output that a constructor can hold. So if I got that running round each time, it produces 20 units, 500 of that. So it's 20 times that. So it's actually not going to finish that number. Because to make the 500, 500 is 50 divided by, it's 25 times round, so 25 times 32. That's 800 actually, it should be on there. That was 500. 6, 7, 8. There we are. That will now produce the. We'll fill that up exactly. I've got to keep an eye on the on everything. I think we will just get a little more magnesium because it never hurts. Because I want to leave that to run. Magnesium is in the brown one here, so there we are. Let's take that all out. And take that. There we are. That should do. Good stuff, eh? Right, so we can leave that on because there's nothing much more going to happen there. He wants some plasma, plasma for base, because he's ordered that. Now plasma for the base, this is a different kettle of fish as to what's required. So this is plasma charge for base, which is the red one. So we're going to need restroom gel, so that means, now he wants 2 rows of that, so that's 16. And that is turned off, so we can see just how much a stack size is. Stack size is 200. You get 50 out, so you only need 4. We've got 200 will be there. 4 times round will make that 4 16, 16, 32, 64. So we don't need 200 here. We just turn that on and we'll clear that because there's no nothing on the input. But all we need is 64. Now that number of runs will do it. So we need a restroom gel. A restroom gel requires its component. Restroom gel. That requires 2 ingots to make 1 restroom gel. We need 4, so we need 8 ingots. So 8 times 64 should be able to do that. 512 ingots are required. So we can go to the green box here. We can pick up 512. Okay. And put that in. Okay, so the next thing we will need is for plasma charge base, pentaxid raw material 4. So we're going to want 512 pentaxid. So that's over to here in the raws. No, where did I put all my? Oh my God! Of course. my pentaxid was destroyed in the base. We need to go and get that. And we need to go and get that now. So let's do that. Oh, I tell you what, because we'll just take a little bit of food with us. Oh, it's no longer in there, is it? Because I put the food over here. Right, the one thing we haven't the only thing we're growing at the moment is wheat, and the only thing we can make with wheat, as long as we've got water, is bread. Although we've got some vegetables, so I can take I can make ratatouille because I've got vegetables, but and I've got pumpkin seeds, but I'm a bit short of greenhouse. I really need another greenhouse, to be honest, or this greenhouse extended. That would be the ideal thing to do. But so with this, is the only thing we can make with wheat on its own is flour. Flour comes from grain. We got grain, so we can make two. It's got quite a long perish time as bread, so we'll make some bread because that's got quite a long perish time, and it's got a reasonable food value of 50. It's nothing to write home about. But the perish time of bread is almost as good as the energy bar, and the food is okay. Stamina's quite good, 20. So that's well worth having, especially if you've been rushing about. It helps. All helps. But it's the only thing you can make if you're only growing wheat. And I'm growing wheat here alone because I want to make I want to no, this is for thingy, you know. Oh, hang on, I'll tell you what, let's not make 20 bread. Let's make that down to 7 because I want to make sure I don't lose all my wheat. The problem is that I need to make plastic raw material, so you need a reasonable amount of that, especially for plasma charges. I'm going to need the plastic raw material for that. My lodger is giggling insanely at something on his phone. Oh, right. The Blackadder chat up line, right.
I want to cover all of your gorgeous body in pepper and then just sneeze all over you.
How nice. How nice. Right, so what I'll do is I'll convert the rest of the grain into seeds, so that just in case we lose it, we've got the seeds handy. I've got a little bit of food with me, which is excellent. I'll take those logs with me and let's go and get that pentaxid, which is so necessary. We've got to go to Snowy, so off to Snowy we go. Alright, so we got all we need is enough to, yeah, we got plenty there, you see, and fuel. Have I got any more fuel on me? Yes, I got 97 fusion cells. That's more than enough. Off we go. Up we go. Let's head off to Snowy. And we're breaking orbit. And up we go. Right, there we are. Onto the map. The music changes to ethereal stuff. And we want to go to Snowy. There we go. Lock target on Snowy. Alright, let's go and get insane amounts of pentaxid. That's interesting. What was Snowy had 2 other planets there? Did you see that? We're in the vicinity of Snowy. But no matter. Let's just drift in and down onto Snowy. P. We got quite a bit of devices. Let's construct. Let's just put that wood in. Put that there. We got quite a bit of refined stuff anyway. Interesting. Oh, there are 64 fusion cells on board. That's good. So we know we've got some spare fuel. Does Snowy have any tilt? Yes, it does. The southern hemisphere is in the daylight mostly. That's interesting. When you look at where we are, you'd think that we're on the dark side. But actually, it looks like we're coming in on the light side. So this is nighttime, Snowy. Where is the sun? Yeah, there's the sun. So we're coming in. We are coming in on the daylight side. That's quite a rocky piece of Snowy, isn't it? That we're heading towards. I think we'll probably reorientate ourselves on the planet like that. We'll spin round anyway because that's the way of it. 600 meters to go. Snowy's only size class 3. And in we go. Broken atmosphere, and we're right up. We're down by the South Pole. So let's. POI is present, so let's not go there. We don't want to know those. Thank you very much. This is quite a mountainous little place, isn't it? Oh, just heard the kettle go. Let's turn the old air brake on now. Pentaxid, very large. Where? 400 meters. Okay. That will do. And we'll just take out the drone. The guns turn and engage, and he's gone. Oh, right, okay, so there's the drone. We'll just, hopefully that's not too, it's pretty uneven, isn't it? That snowy lump there should be better. First, oops, oh dear, that was a bit bad, wasn't it? No Zyrax patrols, fortunately. Yeah, that's good. It's not going to be easy to get back on here, though. Oops. That will be easier to use that nice little bit of land there, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's quite nice. So, settled ourselves down here. Actually, we should. We'll turn the thrusters off. We'll open the ramp. Devices. We'll make sure the multi-turret's turned off because that will save us a lot of power because that uses 1.5 megawatt. That's huge. So that's now made a big difference to our fuel usage. Here we go. Let's go and get some pentaxid. Looking at all this, we don't have any oxygen on board, and of course this is an oxygen environment, so if I take my helmet off, no oxygen. So P into the constructor, and we'll just grab, oh, I had oxygen on me, so that's not a worry. Let's go in here, P. Let's fill the oxygen. That'll do. Excellent. We'll turn oxygen on. Power up. We've now got a nice oxygen environment. I don't have to worry about anything, although what I will do, because I'm halfway down my thing, I will fill up, and then, because I'll have used some, I can fill the ship up again. See, off we go. 1.2, that's right. Nice lumps of grab the pentaxid, yeah. Okay, it's not going to let me out of here, is it, easily? Right, well, I think I want to go chasing this way first. And then this one, and there's another one to the right. Wow, there's just rocks behind rocks here. Okay, that's that one done. Make sure we can get round on these. That's over there. So let's come in and take a bit of roof away because the roof is threatening us now. Get a bit of roof out of the way. Less than 10% ore left. I think we can say that that's good enough. We're gonna have to make some space around here. And dig ourselves out of here. See, we hung up on this bloody thing here. It's that ledge there. That's what's hanging us up. Got to get the hovers to grab. And then you get out. Nice large deposit. Well, this is fairly typical hover mining. I'm on my side. They like to be on their side for some strange reason. Oh, we're still on another rock. This is a nice tight deposit. You know, all the nodes are very closely spaced, which is lovely. $1,800, and yet we still go on more. Right, so get this one out here. And we're on another great node. Me. Get that pentexed, and then we can get back to home, and we can start making the charges that we need. I'm just creating the space I need in order to work efficiently, work well. Hence the reason just drilling out the crushed stone here. Because until you do, you give yourself space, you just wobble about all over the place. Right, now we can just get in here and stick it. Okay, so it comes in the window. But we're drifting. Yeah, can't help. Right, it's my middle finger keeps catching my right mouse button. It's quite sensitive. We've still got 70% ores left, if you can see that on the screen. I don't know how much pentaxid we're going to come away with from this one, but it's going to be good. %, ores left. We're still 18 meters from the center of the deposit, really. Or we're just drifting. There's a big node here, we just get rid of this one. Oh, here we go again, another one. This just seems to have a tail to it now. Each one we pop exposes another rock behind it. Imagine just how good it would be if we could get iron like this. It far exceeds our ability to get stuff on the in the asteroids. Western planets. You're gonna need a lot of. You'll need a lot of gold. It's going to take a long time in this particular game to get there. Because we're short of PvP players who spend the money. What? Did I just see... pentaxid dropped to the floor? I did? Oh my god. We full up? It's inside too, my goodness me. These are all full. Oh my god. I need to I think I've got more than enough pentaxid now. Wow. Wow. Well, this has got, that's 4 cargo boxes worth of pentaxid. Get in the ship, will you? Thank you. That's 4 cargo boxes worth of pentaxid I just picked up. let alone what's in the constructor, because devices, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 harvester boxes of it. That is insane. These, I think, are only half cargo boxes. Yeah, these are only half cargo boxes. So I can get some more, but my God, I think I've got more than enough here. Don't you? There we go. We're out of the hole. How much was left? How much did we not take of that? 40% left. Whoa. That is huge. Absolutely huge amounts of Pentex that we just got there.
User joined your channel.
Good night, mate.
Oh, good night, ADR. My God, the Pentax, it is huge on this in this game.
Yeah, we well, the Prometheum as well. If you find the right deposit, you can pop 4 boxes in one
User
nugget.
joined your channel.
I've just in one node only got down to 40%. I popped 2. I've taken one node and another one, and I've just got an outrageous 4 cargo boxes worth of Pentaxid.
Yeah.
Outrageous, fantastic. Okie doke. I wish iron and silicon and copper were of a similar quantity, because cobalt.
Well, you know what? They might well be on. They might well be. You just got to find that they're obviously they're all different sizes. So if you find the right iron deposit on the planet somewhere, it might well be that size. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Right.
Okay
Hello,
then.
Rustimus, and night, Rustimus. Unless you wanted me specifically.
No, I didn't.
Me? Oh, we can chat another time.
You want to chat now? I can chat 5 minutes if you want. You want to go somewhere else or stay here?
Yeah, well, it's
live.
I want to pick your brains about adoption, actually.
Then I'd suggest. I think you want to go on to a different channel then.
Okay, I'll drag us elsewhere.
Yeah.
Because I am streaming.
Okay, catch you later.
Bye.
User was moved out of your channel.
Right, so with that much outrageous amounts, we got plenty of cobalt. I don't need to. Oh, I haven't got any room. I have. I just can't be bothered to transfer all the cargo. To be honest. I'm not certain that this is the best of mine. It still is pretty damn good, I've got to say. But the ultimate miner is one I've used. Is the Og Mark IV. That is very good. Opibus Orbit, here we come. Lock target. There we go. Accelerate to full speed, go, and warp away back home. Right, so we are oriented towards the right part of the planet. And it looks again like we're not heading into our own area. That's our lake there. So I want to go to that side. And up top. Wow, is all I can say. Wow. So much pentaxid. Brilliant. Means I don't have to go mining it anymore. So difficult to see because it gets so cloudy closer you get to the planet. Oh, we're not going into the planet yet. Let's come up so I can see the planet. Oh, we can see the lakes now. Yeah, it's ours there. That's home turf. I wonder if we're just going to graze the atmosphere. We are, aren't we? So let's just put a little bit of down on us. Make sure we go into into planet. Here we go. There we are. They're coming in right on top of it. Turn auto brake back on so that when we level out, there's our base. Oops. I want to go with this. Just shift everything around a bit. Everything's just slightly in the way at the moment. More importantly, jump jets not on. See, that's something he hasn't done, is we could convert his drills for him. Because you take them off. That's the key thing to do, is to take them off. We need to expand this base. Don't we? We need to expand this base. But not tonight. Yeah, we need to expand this base because, as you can see, it needs a bit more. Right. That should be better. That's more like it. Doodle it round, and there is the feet are on, and that'll do. P save template. No, not good. Okay, there we are. So the template's done. Got to wait a minute before I can do it again. Right. Yeah, well, we know that that's not doing a lot, so we'll put the crushed stone in there. You want pentaxid? We got pentaxid. No, don't take it out, stupid moo. Right, so it's that sort of purpley colour, isn't it? Like that. It can be that one as well. And I think those as well. So we'll start on box number 2. Yeah, that's pretty good colour. Match. Was that empty? No, it wasn't. Oh. So you can see, you just need this sort of, you know, exactly what this cargo speeder represents in order to shift these huge quantities of ore that we've just acquired. To run backwards and forwards to other storage would just be ridiculous. So you just need these little speeders which you just fill. That one's full. Next. Number 3. Take that out, and there it goes. I'll eat a bit more bread. And finally, that one's full. Here. Ah, but we haven't finished yet, remember? A little thing called this constructor here. Got no more room. is now that thing empty. One and a half shy of the required. Phew. Well, the 4 boxes. The crushed stone was what got in the way. So what am I a bit disappointed in actually we ran out of everything in there. Interesting. Interesting design though. Very interesting design. Right, so we needed some pentaxid for here. So right, a stack for the oh, hang on, not projectile, plasma. So it wanted that, didn't it? That's what pointed us to go and get it. So we wanted plastic raw material, and then we are good to go. So plastic raw material is in here. Right. We ran out of something, so we didn't make everything here. We'll need to make sure we have to come back and get the ores and queue up. So we put plastic raw material in here, and we can say go. We can leave that going. Ingots. Right, so I know we need a stack of this, stack of this. I'm going to need a stack of that, and probably a stack of that. Yeah, because that's gone entirely, that's down, that's certainly low, that's certainly low. We've got enough iron in there, copper, sort of cobalt is starting to dip, but we've got more than enough copper. Actually, cobalt's not starting to dip, there's plenty of cobalt there. The only thing that's getting a bit low is silicon. Well, and of course, hang on, we'll have here a stack of silicon. No problems. Oh, we already had a stack of silicon. It's our spare neodymium. So that should be able to make that. What did we get? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got another 4 stacks less the 1. So because there's 4 stacks less 1. Flak turrets, remember? Flak turret. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4 less 1. Now we'll finish off making all those. That's the rocket. We're going to want cannons, not artillery, pulse laser, and minigun. Alright, okay. Alright, so let's do the minigun. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sets of miniguns. Okay. Right, so copper ingots. We haven't got any more copper ore because copper ore's out. But we want to make electric motors. we've got the electronics here, which is necessary to make motors. Motors require nanotubes. I'm not making nanotubes at the moment. Okay. We've probably got, oh yeah, I got quite a bit of plate here. Nanotubes, because it's a lot easier to make these things in what we need, not blocks, components. Nanotubes require 2 plates, so each pair of those gives me 999. Okay, so that does that. I'll take that for armoured concrete for the moment. So open that up, put that in there. Armoured concrete blocks here require 2 steel plates, so we're only going to get 600 out of that, if that, 500. Right, so nanotubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks of nanotubes. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stacks. Go. Over 6 will just ensure it does it all, but this will just quietly produce nanotubes for us, and then overnight I can put motors on, because we'll be getting some more steel plate here. This is coming through at a nice pace now. Let's get rid of those odd 4 plates into here, because it will use them. And there we go. Raw, so we know that's raw pentaxid. We know that is raw cobalt. That's just odds. That is magnesium, and that is promethium. So we've got enough promethium at the moment. Let's checking how our promethium's doing. So that's nearly come up to its first stack. Okay. That's working its way through the water jugs quite nicely. Probably, see, I'm working with iron ore here because it just keeps, it's 1 and 5 keeps that working nicely, because it just does work nicely. We can probably put another couple of stacks of promethium in there. So let's get rid of that as well. Let's just leave that in there, so that will do. It's more than. All the iron ore is being processed, which is actually, that isn't. So I'm going to keep 3 stacks of iron ore for my promethium devices. I'm not too worried about speed on this. I just want it to constantly keep going. And what we'll do is we'll close the lamp on this thing. Well, there we go. So I want to stack that one up. I want to stack it up the other way though, so it uses it up. Like that. That can start off with a stack of that. We'll need to go and get Promethium again. Go onto the planet and get a shed load of it. But TBH, my favourite digging machine, I think it's going to be worth having it in here, is the Og Driller Mark IV. This is lovely. Two factory. So we're going to need some bits and bobs to go into that, but we've got enough cobalt. Neodymium 210. Doesn't need too much of all this stuff. Iron ingots, a stack. So let's go to the ingot trolley. A stack, there we go. Oh, we don't quite need a stack. We've got half a stack in there, 840, 150, 125, 965. No, 96, I need 2 more. Job done. Erestrum 756 and Zascosium 756. We're going to have to go and find Restrum and Zascosium, aren't we? Well, no, Restrum we're okay. It's Zascosium we're going to have to go and find some more. Oh, I didn't pick out enough of that, did I? Oh, he's wanted a more restaurant. Well, anyway, we've got Sethium, Neodymium 210, 250, 125. I have the Sethium. Oh, 13. It was Erestrum. Erestrum, 300 odd. And then we want about 100 silicon, slightly under. So we can start production on that. When I log on tomorrow, it will be done. Which is all I'm concerned about. That's fine. So let's just check that, make sure there's no damage on that. So let's access that. Repair blocks. Let's see what it says. Retrieving repair data. No ship on repair bay. Of course there is. Automatic access. Open repair console. There is a ship on the repair bay. What do you think that is? It's right on it. Screw thing. Rocketry. Let's make this the rocketry constructor. Right. So all rocket basically have the same setup, but right now I think I'm not going to bother. Motors needs electronics, nanotubes and steel plate. Well, one steel plate, 2 for the nanotubes. So motors are going to want a lot of stuff. And I've not prepared them, so that's getting on with it. The general constructor, which is actually doing production work really rather than being here for us, is getting on with all the turrets that we need. It's got probably enough. Materials. I think we've done the expensive turrets. Well, the flax are still going to take a lot of that. Right, I will just have to put up the I don't know if I still got, hang on, have I got the prices that I can translate? Yes, I do. That's probably the oldest one. So, no, it's not that. It's that one. That was the last one. Yes, I've got my yes, I've got my price list. So I just need to bring that picture up, which I will do. In case you're wondering what I'm talking about, it's this picture here. This is the prices. Oh, it's not that picture there. It's that's the wrong one. It's that picture there. That picture there. Right, that's my price list. So that you can see it. And that is what I'll be working to. For all my bits and bobs. Hopefully you can read that. I will transcribe those so that they're available for you know, on the base. People can see them. I've already started in a way because here is the price list boards starting to grow. I've just got to transcribe things onto here. Intermediate product prices, that's necessary because if you're asked to make something, then what you do is, let's take for instance the turret, like the minigun, like the plasma turret. Let's look at it so we can see it. So you're given electronics. Well, okay, electronics. You know you need 5 of them, but you've got to look up what electronics are. So I've already looked up. So electronics I happen to know, which is there, is 2 copper ingots, 1 silicon ingot, and you get 2 out. So when you take the prices of copper ingots and 50, there's the ingots prices here. So copper ingot is 25, so that's 50, plus a silicon ingot, that's 70. So then you get 2 electronics, so you divide that in half, that's 1. So 1 electronics equals 35. And indeed, there you have it up there, electronics 35. So all the sort of intermediate products that are required by others, I have to work them out and I stick them up on there, so that when I come to work things out, I just go end product, blip, 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 done. And it's a combination of that screen and that screen, basically, should give me the price in credits of a singular item. And that's the way it's done. Very simple. And the cost of these prices are inflated over the thing. So your initial profits there, everything else is done in here, and of course you always round up a little, and that's the jobbed. Yeah, I can't quite. I'm getting tired. It's 1:15. So I'm not going to go on any further tonight. I've got nothing to process in here, ores wise. I don't need to. I don't know if right. What I do? Oh, what I can't do is because this is in the production chain. So that's a nuisance. That is a nuisance because now I haven't got anything. If that is my general constructor, I should have programmed up one of these to do the turrets. Those free ones, but I didn't. So that constructor's on. It doesn't need to be. This constructor's on, it doesn't need to be. This constructor's on, it doesn't need to be because it's not busy doing anything. How's the plasma charges doing? And there you go, you've got 2 stacks of plasma charges. Job done. I'll leave those for the minute. This has ceased. It's run out of magnesium. Okay. Magnesium is being used is used exclusively in here, so I can place this in here. Flak shells we wanted half a box, so let's fill that up. Was 600 if you remembered rightly, so I can do 500 of those now because we've got well, we'll just get on and do those now. It's got enough magnesium, or should have enough magnesium to finish that off. Clearly another trip back to, well, I'm going to go and get some more promethium. Going to be mining that out, so I will also get a load of promethium and magnesium. So we'll have a good old run to Lavos and take that. And I'll be going on the other CV. For that, I'll be going on not that one, but that one. And I'm going to be upgrading the engines on the back so that it's got a bit more oomph, I would think. Right, the base itself, power-wise, check that. Power is good, but our battery is really coming along. As it stands, our output power is, it's only 180. We are using battery power right now. But that's still very good. We saved up a lot of electricity. It looks like the sun's coming up actually, and it's going to be a nice day. So tell you what we'll do is we'll look at the ship, Mighty Digger. We'll turn it on into its advanced constructor because it's got stuff that we need, and it can make, I think we'll just put another couple of solar capacitors down, because if we have those and then store up this electricity that we're getting, we'll just make sure we never run out of power, and it means that I don't have to run the base on anything else. I mean, indeed, we've only got a small generator. This whole thing's running on one of these, a small generator, 2.5 megawatt output. These have a much bigger capacity to put out, and so they seem to be able to put out whatever is the demand. It's just there's a finite quantity. Its fuel capacity equals 800. So whatever the fuel usage may be. So we're going to put these down. Actually, let's rotate that. Change rotate. Oh, doesn't want retrieve blocks. Okay. Seven. It's just that I like them like that. They just look right like that. So there's 2 there, and then I slotted that one there. Very good. I didn't want the wooden blocks back, which is excellent. 7. There. Rotate there. Okay, so now we've got the capacity to store a lot. We only have 15% because maybe I think I probably destroyed some by taking one away. However, as the sun comes up, so will our power output. Creator Draxis. Oh, I see. Yes, of course. See, the original base was by Draxis. That's where Bit's got his blueprint from. There's our defense tower in the distance, sitting there quietly, waiting for drones to come that don't at the moment. And everything's good. Right, what was going on in there? Promethean pellets, excellent. So they're done. If I want to speed up Promethean work in these, I can do so. But I'm in no tearing rush for those. The silicon's growing in there. We do need more copper ore. We'll go to the auto miners to pick that up at some point. That'll at least give us some more to process. The iron's processing here nicely. We're nearly full up with iron ingot there. Half of what cargo box. Reviewing what we've got a bit of a cargo box there and none there. So this is kind of necessary. And we're making our armored concrete in here. It's probably finished by now, actually. Oh, it's not that far away. But it's running out of steel plate pretty fast. Now we've got some more steel plate back here. So we can take that steel plate and put that in here. And now we can make a lot more armored concrete blocks. That'll run that out now. And run that out overnight. The nanotubes are working well. We'll use those tomorrow to make motors. Because with this we're making we'll make a total of 6 stacks so of nanotubes. Motors, which are these, will require 3 of those. That's 3 stacks. So I'm going to have 6 stacks, wasn't I? So it's 8, 12. Yes, I'm going to have 6 stacks of nanotubes, which will make me. I'll need to put. Which will make me 3 stacks of motors. So I'll want 3 stacks of electronics and 6 stacks of steel plate to go in there, and we're done. I can then get those producing motors. One, 2, 3 stacks of electronics, which I've already got pre-prepared. And then that will make motors. I should get the take motors back to ingots, because then I can put stacks of iron, stacks of copper, stacks of silicon in, and then get it working right. In terms of ingots, But actually I could do that, that's not difficult, but knowing that, let's do that just before we depart for bed. So we know that a motor is made up of 1 electronics, which is 2 copper and 1 silicon. So that's all we need for that. It needs nanotubes 3. Nanotubes are using 2 steel plate, so that's 2, 4, 6. Plus it wants, motors themselves want 2 steel plates. That's 8 steel plates. So 8 steel plates is 8/10 of an ingot. Hang on a minute. Steel plates, they get 2 out. So that's 4 ingots is required for those 8. 4 ingots will produce 8. 4 ingots produce 10. So 1 10. No, that's right. Yeah, one ingot. So really, I don't quite need that because it's 8/10. I will leave myself some iron over, but if I put 1 iron in, which will make all the steel plates I need, 1 silicon and 2 copper in that proportion, I should be able to just make motors. I can just leave that running. So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's my things. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then from the copper tin, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, so if I whack those into there, right, in that sort of proportion, I should now be able to make 5 stacks of motors. Right, so let's queue up 5 stacks of motors and we'll see what we get out at the end of it. We'll leave the extra production and make sure everything's gone. But go. Right, so it will make the steel plate and the nanotubes it needs. It's good to use the electronics that it's got, of course. Of course. Well, that doesn't matter. That'll all help. Right, that's it for now. I'll just check the water. See how the water's doing. Water should be fine. Yep. So they've got to run overnight, and that will give me a load of water, far more than my I'll be able to process, and then excess goes into the cargo box, and that's it. All right, let's we don't need this on anymore, so that's the ship. We can power that down. Actually, yeah, let's leave it like that. Power that down, and the job's good, and we're out of here. Okay, peeps, so that's it for tonight. Oh, I tell you what, before we go anywhere, I know that the plastic raw material, see, the bread's done, the corn's done. We can make some more bread to keep. There we are. We're going to undoubtedly need more plastic, more raw material. So that can now go off and be processed into plastic raw material. Plus we're going to need some stone dust. So let's just borrow that. We'll put it in here because this isn't doing anything. Turn it on. Plastic raw material, go. And I'll put that into the plasma gel machine. And there we will have a nice lot of plastic raw material. It won't take long to go through that, I can tell you. What happened to the stone dust? How come that ended up down there? It's very strange where these things go and appear in the game, I tell you. Well, there we go. That's it. 340 has been done. So, let's just pick that up. The 340 has been done. Take that out of there. Power it down because it's not needed. And that plastic raw material goes into plasma charges all types. Well, it is, yeah, plasma. Yes, there it is. So I'll just leave it in there because plasma material all types is going to need that and a restroom gel, so it doesn't really matter. It's ready to go. So, on this lovely day, here on Opibus, at the 116 open air base, I will, we're not sort of making much in the way of power. Yes, we are. Output 1.53 megawatts. Consumption is 1.92, 1.692. That's because I'm using main constructors again. But as the constructors come to the end of their run, then their power demand drops. So, just to make sure we'll fill the base up, because I don't want to run out of power. But my my power output is growing nicely from the day, and the reason being up this more northerly latitudes is that power is it's the daylight's long time, and of course that's it. We've done it. We're over the construction needs of the base, so now we'll be storing power. And there's still 10 hours to go, so and the sun's not nearly up yet, so we're really starting to make inroads on power. Oh look, we're back to making the flak turrets. Oh, it was plasma turrets. I was making plasma turrets, not flak turrets. I'll have to get this sorted tomorrow, because I'm just a bit too tired to finish that off now. Because I'm not making nearly enough flak turrets now. I better put some more iron in there. Silicon's good, copper's good, cobalt is wanted. And neodymium. That's just so that it will keep going while I'm abed. Couple more of those. Neodymium, wasn't it? Yep. Let's just fill and backfill that last 207. Put that there. Put that in there, fills that up, and put that there like that. Put that there. So that should fill that up. that's a flak turret. I know I dropped one off, so flak turret. Let's put one more in there, and then that will ensure that it does at least four stacks of them. Gets 4 of them out of the way. It's the plasmas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will fill that up, and then it wants another 3. That'll do. That will do. That's solved that one, and I get most of the turrets done. I can leave that. Power again. Yes, 2 megawatts. 1.92, which that seems to be our peak usage, 1.92, and we're 2.09 megawatts, which should still be increasing. Yes, 2.1. So looking at that, we should start to put some electricity away. But as all these constructors stop, at least we will be able to fill up. So by the time I come tomorrow morning, the batteries should be full up here. And then there'll be a nice buffer because we've got 4 solar capacitors. So that should be a nice buffer. 3200 fuel, typical. We're storing fuel-wise on here for the generator, 10,000 fuel. So there you go. Oh no, 12,000 fuel. Okay, right, though that really is it. So thank you very much for being with me this evening. Been very nice having you along, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow night when we play some more Empyrion Galactic Survival on the Craftworld server. Night night all, God bless, sleep tight, bye bye.